How are you? I hope you're having an awesome day today. Nya. I don't know what to play. As you guys may have noticed, Pokemon has been released. Is anyone in chat playing Pokemon? Because that one was released today. Pokemon Legends Z-A. Which I'm like, I'm playing Cobblemon? Wait, what is Cobblemon? Hold on. Gotta drag that over there into its own open source Pokemon mod that is available through Fabric and Forge for Minecraft. Oh, nice! I hope you're enjoying that. Nope, don't have my Switch, and I'm also boycotting Nintendo until they fix their shit. Very good, very good. Pokemon Minecraft mod pack, yeah. I kinda wanna try, but at the same time, I just saw like. So there's this girl, I forgot what her name was, but she's famous for being a huge Nintendo fan. And even she was like, no, this is not a great Pokemon game. This is like not even passable. Like, this is like, oh, if you rate it high, like, then you're obviously paid off. If you rate it like low, only low, like really bad, then you didn't care about the story. And if you rated it somewhere in the middle, then you cared like about the story, but you understood that, yeah, this is like, it doesn't play that well. Hey, finished making my house. Heck yeah! Very nice. I don't personally play Minecraft, but it's really nice to see people's creations. So if you want to send like pictures, I kind of want to see. Cobblemon and Pixelmon is good. Oh, Pixelmon, is that also a mod pack? Because that one sounds familiar. Isn't there also like a mod pack, a Pokemon mod pack for Terraria? Yes. Okay, so that is also a mod, Minecraft mod. Gotcha. Pixelmon was the first Pokemon mod pack. Ah, yeah, that's why I recognize the name. Because I definitely heard that name before. So yeah. I got them back into Code Vein. Maybe like we could grab maybe we could grab Manamoon and be like, hey, collaboration right now, Code Vein, let's go. Because like I haven't gotten the Pokemon. I was originally thinking that, yeah, I'm gonna save up and get it. But then it's just Switch 2 with everything bad that's happened, like all the people getting their new Switches like bricked and stuff. And like they have been bricking since the 3DS era. But like the 3DS used to be more rare. Now they can just brick it like that because it's constantly online and like everything is online. Like the 3DS, it was like, yeah, it auto bricks if you use like certain known like if you want to install custom firmware, if you want to do that and you use one of the ones that they had patched, it would instantly brick the console on some of them. But those were like a very few of them, so it was kinda rare. It still happened, and it was fucking awful. And I think Europe was like, yeah, you can't do that. That's not okay. They bought the console. You don't get to destroy the console just because they did something with it that you don't like, unless they, share stuff that they have downloaded illegally and stuff to others. Yeah, that's a problem. That's illegal, and you can go after them for that, but you can't just break people's personal property. That's not okay. Nintendo being very anti-consumer. Exactly. I don't like consumer. we are customers. Consumer is like, oh, mindlessly consume everything. Like, I fucking hate that because it's like a word that has. We used to call people customers because the customer is always right. Like, customer service, it's customer. Like, it's a title that had more respect. Consumer is more like, they're just morons. They're just gonna consume. They're not anti-consumer. They are anti-customer. They want people to mindlessly consume and be okay with being mistreated. But god damn it, I fucking hate. I hate how they're acting. I hate what they're doing. I hate what they turned into. Like, I miss when Satoru Iwata. Like, sure, there were problems with Satoru Iwata when he was there too. There were like Satoru Iwata was apparently very against having the Wii come with the Wii Sports as a game. Big difference is that Cobblemons and Pokemon are made in the style of Minecraft, while Pixelmon is very much not so. Oh, gotcha. But yeah, so like he was like Iwata was like, we have the Nintendo seal of quality, and our games are priced this way because that's what they are worth. And they had like the quality control and stuff, and they used to really care about it. And that's also why they refused to have good sales, which was annoying. And also why Satoru Iwata was like, we will not send out a free game with the Switch because, or not the Switch, with the Wii because it undermines what level of quality we have made that game into. And like, you know, Reggie was like, but this is the perfect game for showing off everything about the console. Like, it has all the capabilities of the console. It uses them to its maximum capacity. So it's just a very good strategy to send it out. Nintendo, how can we make more money? How about we piss on our consumers? Brilliant idea. Exactly. It's also like, I learned something really, really interesting because Pokemon is also like that, right? Because Pokemon used to be good. And I just found out why Pokemon is no longer feeling the same as they used to. Like, because you can see there's a huge shift in how they design the worlds. It's not just laziness. There has been something more. Like, the entire design that they have gone through, like design shift that they have gone through from around DS era and earlier, and then 3DS era and later. There was a shift. And like X and Y was not that bad. That one was very close to what the older games were like. However, in the middle of the X and Y, there was one person who apparently departed from Pokemon. The person who was the one that really made like a lot of the older games to be what they were departed. Like he was partially in charge. Like there were multiple people in charge of the direction, and he was one of the people in charge of directing the games. And then he left. And then like that's apparently why all the Pokemon games after X and Y felt so different. They had a huge design shift, like whatever their idea was with what Pokemon was supposed to be. And like once it reached the Switch, that's when I personally was like, hey, this is too far. I recommend trying out Cobblemon because at this point it's more Pokemon than official Pokemon. I don't have Minecraft. But hey, I say recommendation. We got recommendation here in chat to anyone who likes Minecraft. Try Cobblemon. Also, that's probably a good plan to recommend. I think I'm going to switch over to Digimon actually. Because have you seen what Digimon has produced lately? Like, Pokemon used to have better games, while Digimon had a better, like, anime, in my opinion, in the past. Because Pokemon just nailed the gameplay aspects of collecting, while Digimon games felt like kind of awkward with like the shifting between like, you know, how they evolve is very different from Pokemon because they can evolve back and forth, and if they die, they turn back into Digi-Eggs, and the Digi-Egg can hatch as a completely different creature depending on how you treat it. It's like, god damn it, it's not straightforward, and I'm confused by that. Ooh, Digimon. Yeah! And if you guys want me to play Digimon on stream, I could absolutely do that. Because I do have Pokemon Story Cyber Sleuth. I got like the double pack. I got it on Steam and I got it on Switch, so I'd probably be playing it on the Switch. Because it runs better if I'm gonna be streaming. And also I kind of like playing it like that. Because I do have. So I can play with my VTuber account online and stuff. Pokemon after Gen 4/5, let's make barely any new mons to represent the new regions and reuse Pokemon World with other generations. Do it! I've been having a blast with Time Stranger. I so badly want to play that! Oh, hello Teddy! I hope you're having an awesome day! And thank you for defeating the bot allegations. Yeah! My favorite Digimon game is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Nice. How is the pure innocent a small cat doing? I'm not pure or innocent. I'm not small. I'm not small. No. And I'm doing great. I actually joined someone else's stream, like Manamoon. Actually, let me shout out Manamoon because I played with her this week. A few days ago. I played with her last Tuesday. I just accidentally, or actually I played with her Monday. She was like, hey, do you want to play like a game with me? And like, because you guys might remember when she hopped into chat and stuff. And yeah, so she was like, do you want to play with me like outside of streaming so we could have a chance to get to know each other a little bit first and stuff? So before we have like any official collaborations, we could like just enjoy playing. And she was like, maybe Reap or something. And then we became like friends on Steam, and we checked our wish lists and game lists or game libraries, and I'm like, gosh, because she immediately discovered we have so many games in common. Need to say that they got a lot better. Heck yeah! Now guess what I'm playing? Oh, are you playing Digimon? Are you playing Digimon right now, or are you playing a different game? Is there a different game that was released right now? Are you playing the latest Digimon, the one that just came out? Completely different. Okay, so an entirely different series then? Code Vein? Now, quick question. How many games are you having in your Steam library? Oh, that is a good question. So I have family share, so I'm just gonna have to figure out how to remove the ones that are family shared. How do I do that? Group by library. Okay, I have, oh my god! I have 346 games. Well, some of those games are not actually games, but programs for like. I have like Warudo is through Steam. I have OBS through Steam. I have Blender through Steam. I have V-Roid Studio. And a few other VTuber programs on Steam, and I think that counts those. But I have at least 300 games apparently. I have had this Steam account for a long time. Emiliano! Nyahara! Hello, IKEA Neko. Nya! IKEA. Yes. No, but it's a new game, or rather a new version and release of a game that was highly anticipated but flopped in Japan. and got cancelled in the West. Is it the Blue Protocol? No, wait, that's... Because that one was sold to like Japan sold that game to a Chinese company, right? I sent you a message on Artist Code. Ooh. Let me check really soon. It do be the Blue Protocol. Nice. Also, let me just shout out Mana Moon. Because Mana Moon and I, after like playing Code Vein for the first time on Monday, then we on like Tuesday she was streaming. I was like, it's late, but like I can hop in and say hi. And she didn't know what to play, and like I was chatting about Code Vein and like telling her that I progressed more, so I grinded up, so we should be able to beat the boss next time since we didn't manage to beat the first boss when we played together on Monday. And then it turned out then it turned into a collab because her community was also like, yeah, join. It was so freaking fun. Take the answer. Also, Meister, how do you think Blue Protocol is? Like, what do you think about it so far? Because I was looking at it, and I was looking at like some other guy that was talking about the development and like his view of the trailers, and like I realized like I agreed with a lot of his points. It looks like kind of like Aura Kingdom for me, because Aura Kingdom was mostly self-playing. I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy it or if I'm going to try it, but like if you think it's fun and genuinely fun, like I might try it too then. So me getting 3 points. Ooh, nice! The watch streak. Blue Protocol is pretty fun. Nice. It's always pretty good. Downside is the monetization model, but it's not terrible from what I've seen so far. Ooh, they're probably starting off pretty small then, and then they're gonna just slowly up the ante on that. Is kind of what I'm afraid of. Is it do happen to be like that a lot of the time, you know? Gameplay itself is solid and fun, but as a whole it needs more polish. Yeah, I feel like that is pretty fair. Like it was just released and it's gonna take them a little bit to kind of find what people want, where we need to go, so on and so forth. Now let me check the art before I forget. Oh, sorry to bother you, but do you have something like a character sheet of your model and sketching your fan art, and I need some reference? I gotta tell you right here, Emiliano, because not yet. However, Mana Moon is gonna help me with that for free, and I'm gonna help her get like a 3D model. So we're gonna help each other. She's gonna help me get character art, like character sheet art for like so you guys that I can share, so you guys can draw fan art if you want and stuff. It's gonna come sometime. Ooh, let's go. However, if you want something for now, let me just check something real quick. Because I made this one. I am going to make my own one from a ground up eventually. This is a Vroid avatar. So it's made in Vroid Studio. It does look a little bit iffy at some points, like with the clipping. And like, I'm gonna show you the especially egregious one, like this one. All the chest areas clip through the thicker clothes that is not supposed to clip through like that. It is so weird. And I can't fix it without spending like a lot of time. So it's like really annoying. However, I am going to be remaking everything from a ground up with a slight redesign, because if I do it from a ground up, I will lose all the limitations that comes with it being a Vroid model. So I'm going to go all out. There's gonna be extra stuff. There's gonna be so many more clothes, because I love that. I'm gonna have one that has basically so many styles. I'm gonna have different hairstyles. I'm gonna have like chroma color for like the hair, like it can like change color based on a bunch of stuff. So people can like on special event, I'm gonna make it so you guys can set it to be like a rave. So the hair just keeps changing color and stuff like that because it's fun and I enjoy that and I love that. But your avatar do be looking good. Thank you. I spent a lot of time on it. Like I bought these eyes on like the irises specifically. I bought them on like this other site, Booth. And Booth is really good for textures and stuff. They sell textures directly for made for V-Red Studio and stuff, and then you can edit them. Like some people give you the right to edit them, others do not. I downloaded some that had the right to edit, use them as a base, edit them up so I can have my more unique pupils. Actually, let me zoom in because I know it's hard to see. Like, if you see my pupils. But yeah, if you look like this, pupils. What color is your left eye, red or pink? It's more like a dark pink than a red, though it does come off as very red if I zoom in again. Hey! It's a because like the main color is actually the one that is like in a lower and a like part here. It is really hard to see. Like that's the color right above my fingernail. So yeah, I see. Okay. Also, read last message. Oh, hold on. I have like I have to move to the different screen. Rip boba clipping. Yes, I'm gonna fix that though. We're gonna keep the tracking and ear stuff. I'm gonna make the ear stuff so much better because I'm gonna say it like this. Currently, these ears I have set up through Vinyan. It's Vinyan that controls them. It's not set up with animations for how they should move in like Unity, despite how I made it so I can quick switch. Like this is the same model. I just make it so it will make the clothes that I'm not using invisible and that those that I are using visible. So they quick switch. It happens in like a millisecond. So yeah, that's basically what's happening. And yeah, so I set that up for Unity. And then I have like in Venian, I have set up like parameters to be called on with at the click of a button on my Stream Deck. And it calls on like outfit 1, outfit 2, outfit 3, and outfit 0. So this is outfit 0. This is outfit 1, which is like the first one I used to use basically. Outfit 2 and outfit 3. And if I press again on the one that I just lost, it goes back to outfit 0. And I'm really proud with like how well it works that I set it up, but I want it to be better. And then it's like I have like a loop of it checking every second or something for the ears to move. And oh, I do actually have a funny one. Oh wait, I missed the message. It's I am positively but also cautiously hopeful for the game and its development. Heck yeah. Well, for now, stay still and draw like one of my French girls, or in this case, Chinese girls, or I guess Swedish girls. But yeah, I'm really, really happy about this one. So the tracking is gonna remain the same. I'm using like a software. I'm gonna set up the new model to have very similar mouse shapes because I spent a lot of time manually doing these mouse shapes. Like, mm, mm, mm. I spent a lot of time on that. And I'm really proud of that because I do think they came out pretty good. But yeah. Oh no, how can something flat clip? Hey! Petanjanayo! Petanjanayo! And now the arms broke. Petanjanai! Petanjanai! But yeah, so the ears, I'm actually going to link directly to certain expression for some of them, and I'm gonna have some like some automatic like base animations for them that can switch depending on like what mood is showing and stuff. So I can still have like a little ear twitch. And also, I'm going to add a thing that I never got to work properly because it just breaks. Okay, hold on. I'm going to show you from the node graph because this is controlled entirely by the node graph. If it will work. Ready? And now it won't even work at all? Seriously? Eh? Wait, do I have to manually... Oh no, let me just... Oh. Hold on. There we go. Ta-da! I'm gonna have this be like an actual animation that I can activate. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. What do you think? It does have like the thing in between that it didn't used to have when I made it. Because now it has like an extra pause frame for some reason. It's not supposed to have that. It just does. But I still think it's kind of funny. But yeah, now I have to go and then back to that one. And lock again. And then how do I stop this? And now it's just doing on one ear. Why? Oh wait, it's triggered on two different ones, maybe? Eh. Shut the net. I have to restart this entirely, I think. Bah. I'll be right back. Ah! And I'm back. Now that one is being wonky. Oh well. Good enough. yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff to work on, and I'm having a lot of fun learning Blender. One day. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you like where to get like the reference, and then I got distracted because I keep getting distracted. Ah! I'm sorry, everyone. Nya! Pet the cat. Yes. Arigato. I hope you're also having a good day today, Technomancer. Nya! So yeah, for now, like until I get my new model all finished, it's gonna take a long time because I'm creating it from scratch and I have to redo it and I keep learning and it's just, it's a learning curve. I've restarted multiple times. And then I decided I'm gonna start with smaller scale projects, and that's where these guys came in, and I've been having a really great time. Also, I just realized, why didn't Nyako start? Nyako didn't start before. Oh, okay. Nyako is now turned on. You should be able to like use the say to make Nyako say stuff. Okay, let me just go here to my characters. And I haven't updated these in ages. I think this one should be public, but I'm not sure. But yeah, if you want to see my models, yeah, this one is public. I have my reference right here in front of me. Heck yeah! But yeah, here's a link to the VRoid Hub where I have uploaded my models, some of them. These are like very early versions and stuff. So they are not the latest, but like the face is still the same and the clothes. It's just they have the older tails, which I had before VRoid actually added tails, because they didn't have it for years. So we had to make the tails and wings and stuff out of hair, which actually some of you have not seen this. I do have wings for my model, and it's made out of hair because they still haven't added wings.
Imagine if Mel read that message and hit the pose like, hey, pissing all by yourself, handsome.
I don't even know what type of pose that is. But yeah, so the wings here are made out of hair, like my old tails used to be. And then you have to go into
the
like
French girl pose.
Oh, hold on, I can do it. Hold on. Just gonna move my
Harry
chair.
Wings? What?
Why, hello there. Okay, so if you look at my back, there's the wings. These wings are made out of hair. Because it's like when you make hair in VRoid, you can place the hair like roots.
Yo, wait a goddamn second. You have two tails?
Yeah. Wait, you just noticed that? Hold up. Ta-da! Hey! Why you bunk me?
Shit, I have to draw a second tail now. Gimme a moment.
Also, this is not something I have managed to like animate yet. But they can form like a heart. You know, like Kirara? Sorry, had to cough. Heart! Yes! Also, how are you, Nivalina? Yeah. The dodging Pokemon is out? Heck yeah! So yeah, I made the wings out of hair because then you can just, in V-Road, you make it out of hair, you move like the root or like the
Look,
guide.
she has wings. Now she looking even purer and innocent.
Hey! No. No. I'm alive. Fair. Sometimes that's just the way it is. I hope you're feeling better soon in that case. Oh no. Yeah. So you have like this hair guide in V-Read Studio. And like usually they're placing it over the head.
Also,
But
how dare you not greet me?
I'm sorry, Shadow. Let me just finish this, please. Welcome. Okay, so you have like this thing, this hair guide, and you place it over the head, but you can move it however you want. You can keep it completely disconnected from your body. So if you want to make a halo, you can do that using hairs, and you make the hairs flat, and then you can just basically draw just the shape you want for the halo. And yeah, stuff like that. And like people have made hats like that, which is really difficult. Like really, really difficult because gosh, those hair strands do not want to work in that way. Then there's like wings, or like I did with my old model, I made the tails, and then like you export it and import it into Unity. In Unity, you have like these specific like little plugins that you can download and stuff, and you can set up so you can move where like the bones are connected to. Like you change the mother of the bone, or like the father of a bone. You change the parent of a bone. That's what it's called. So you change bone parenting to the things that are currently at the time that you import it into like Unity, they will be connected to the head.
So it's all hair? Always has been.
Yeah! Our little kitty angel. No! No. No.
I got a weird mental image of hairballs from wings now.
Oh my god, hairballs for wings. Oh my god. Yes. But yeah. Also, Shadow, are you playing Pokémon Legends Z-A? But yeah,
You might say. Wing balls.
so yeah, I'm going to be making everything in Blender from the ground up, and that means I can have a way better quality to them. They will make more sense, and like the Skellington is gonna be
I
much
would,
better.
if my copy didn't arrive until tomorrow.
Oof. Well, at least you're getting it. Though I wonder how it runs on the Switch One, because I'm like, because you have like the Switch Lite, right? Because that's why you couldn't stream and stuff, because that one can't be docked, and so on and so forth, and you can't use like one of those third-party
I'd love
USB
to play this too,
things.
but I'm choosing to be on Wii at Nintendo XD.
People are saying it runs fine. Yeah, though I do want to hear like which people, because like you can look at like who's making the reviews and stuff, and this early on there's not like a bunch of people outside of those who get the copies for free making these reviews, because people are busy playing it. So it's like, who's saying it? If I can see like a trustworthy source that is not IGN, I don't trust IGN. They have screwed up too many times by now. Like, I barely trust Nintendo Life, because they are at least honest about, yeah, we're huge fans of Nintendo, and of course, like, there is a bit of rose-tinted glasses here. They have been pretty honest about that, and they've gone more in depth about, like, what is good, what is bad. I don't agree with how much points they give the games. Like, they tend to be very
The base
generous.
sketch is done. Do you want a sneak
But yeah.
peek? And if yes, which part do you want to see?
Ooh. I don't know what I want to see, but I want to see. Give me a random sneak peek. Gotta have a little bit of a drink. I'd love to play this too, but I'm choosing to be angry at Nintendo. Very fair. People in the said, I haven't heard it from those reviewers. I've heard it from random people in chats. Oh, in that case, I trust that more at least. IGN, I've gone nuts. Thank you for the hydrate. Arigato. I'm also gonna redesign the clothes because the clothes on the bottle cannot be adjusted a lot. Since you have like a base, like you have a basic hoodie, you have a basic shirt. Actually, most of the shirts is just the same dress over and over again, but they have drawn over like where to place your shirt parts, and it's so annoying. Ah. So I wish they had more like clothes as base clothes to choose from. So the t-shirt was, not just a long-armed shirt that they just didn't fill in the colors on the, lower arm and stuff. It's very silly. It's very wasteful with polygons. Because my god, does Scarlet and Violet run as smooth as frozen butter in live play on my Switch Lite? Yeah. Also, can I get away? Yeah. Nyahara. Nevalina. Nya. Or should I say Nevalina? Ah. But yeah, it's obviously not running like it does on Switch 2, but it runs better than Scarlet and Violet. Yeah. That is a relief because, oh my god, we had Sword and Shield. Let's be honest, it did not run that well. If you remember what it was like playing it in the beginning, oh my
IGN equals
god.
Immortal Gay November. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope you are having a great time.
Thank you for liking. But yeah, so yeah. The Sword and Shield was when it really started to go downhill a lot. Like Sun and Moon, they were fine. They played fairly good. A few like FPS dips. There were some choices that were like, but like for the most part, fun games. And then like as soon as they finally get it on the Switch, and they can't develop a proper game, so you have like huge FPS drops. Like the first time you ever went into that fucking forest.
I mean, Sword and Shield ran fine on release. It had its issues, but not as bad as Scarlet and Violet.
I wouldn't call it fine. I would say passable. Because like the moment you entered like the forest and the FPS dropped, like there were also a few crashes for me. So yeah, it did not run. It was far from flawless, but it was not the worst. It was not as bad as Scarlet and Violet. When they came out with Scarlet and Violet, I was like, or when they announced it, I was like, oh my god, I hope they are going to fix everything that was so bad on the Sword and Shield, like how badly the Sword and Shield games ran in some places, because some places were awful, especially like you had the popping problem in every single big area. Like you had a huge problem with popping, FPS drops, too many things loading. You had the weather changing constantly. In like you can like walk 2 steps, a completely different weather. Walk 3 steps, and yet again a completely different weather. It's so annoying like that. And I feel like if they had separated the areas more properly and made it so, oh yeah, these areas are so separate that they don't have to load the entire open world areas. Because they were bad. They were just bad. Well, I think the worst part about Sword and Shield is honestly just how annoying the story was.
Nothing
and the
in
design.
Sword and Shield compares to the atrocity that was the lag in Artisan in Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, that reminds me, I still have to do the Scarlet and Violet DLC. gosh. I was like, oh yeah, so much things came in a way, and now I'm like so far behind, and I'm like, because I've promised I would stream it, and then like could do like a thorough review of it, like detailing all these problems. Also, like, how the fuck did Scarlet and Violet manage? Like seriously, how did Scarlet and Violet manage?
Artisan is the city with the windmill and the Sunflorigen quest.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, that one was awful. Also, did you remember how some people, when they stepped on, like when they went to ride on their ride on, or not ride on, when they went to ride on their legendaries, and they just turned into like these overly outstretched monstrosities? It's like, how the fuck did you manage to get a game that looks like it was made by Bethesda? Bethesda at least had the excuse with like, oh, we're developing for PCs, and like there's a lot of varieties in like the builds. So yeah, some builds may have like this bug based on that happens due to this graphics card having this code. And like, yeah, fair. But like, you're developing it for a single console. Actually, two consoles if you count the Switch Lite at the time. Like, that's not a lot. God. I remember riding Koraidon on Ice Gym Trial, and oh my lord, the delay/lag. Yeah. Most recent Pokemon game that I felt was still good is probably Arceus. I still have to finish Arceus. I feel like I was hoping that this Legends game, because this is also a Legends game, it's Pokemon Legends Z-A, so it was supposed to be like built on the same formula as Arceus. So I was having higher hopes, but I'm also seeing like a lot of bad reviews on the story writing, or like the storytelling, the overall design of a world, with how most of the buildings are just straight up cubes with flat textures. And it's like, you didn't have, like, sure, you don't have to have like every single piece of cobblestone be, you know, fully made in like 3D. You don't need that. But like, for God's sake, you could at least give it a little bit of depth. At least with the windows and the doors. It's not that difficult. It doesn't take that much processing power. How the fuck did I screw this up? But at least it runs better than Scarlet and Violet, though not for the entirely right reasons. Apparently also, they made the entire city, like the actual like model of a city that you're walking around, like the ground, the trees, the bushes, they're all a single model, some people have claimed. And I'm like, if they did that, it makes absolutely zero sense, because that is so resource intensive, because it has to load the entire thing. Instead of, if everything is its separate model, like each house is a separate model, they can choose like only load the ones that are in this visible range of the character. And they don't load the rest because it's kind of intensive on the performance. So if they did load the entire freaking city as one big model, I am going insane if that's true. That can't be true. I am no. So yeah, because PLA is arguably one of the best modern Pokemon games, yes. We'll say how they showed Z-A, it looked like they rushed it because of Pal World. Yeah. And also, I don't even understand why Nintendo would rush against Pal World, because Pal World is a very different game. Like, it's not gonna be for the majority of Pokemon players. Like, sure, older Pokemon players who are also huge fans of Arc Survival Evolved, which I loved Arc Survival Evolved. But let's be honest, it was also an very badly running mess. Like, holy crap, it had so many issues with how it ran. It was a super fun game, but it's not the best. and it's more like Ark than it is Pokemon. It's basically like Ark with that mod that made it so you could capture dinosaurs like Pokemon. Except they also made their own Pokemon. Like, they're not actually Pokemon, they're pals. But, like, they're own pals that are definitely not stolen from Pokemon. Like, Pokemon has also stolen characters that were made by fans, which fucking sucks that they would do that. But also, like, Pal World, something I noticed immediately was, like, they were too... This one that looks like an Eevee, but it has, like, a super fluffy, like, cloud, which looks like they took that cloud part from, like, Altaria. And, like, someone made this, like, where they took the Eevee and they took... I forgot what that pal is called, but, like, they put them into each other in Blender, and the vertex points match to a 100% match. That is not possible unless you directly rip the email model or Eevee model and just redid this retouched it in a few places, and then like just add a new texture over it. You cannot get the 100% match. So I'm like, I was first for was like, oh yeah, they should definitely redesign a few of those models, but like everything else, I don't see why Pokemon would complain about. Because Pokemon really shouldn't. Why? Because greed. You can't spell Nintendo without greed. Yeah, so like, I do think Nintendo had one small case against Pal World. And they could just have been like, hey, this, Pal look like they have parts from this Pokemon. Redesign them, and we're good. That's all! Everything else is just Nintendo blowing everything out of proportion. Because, for fuck's sake, Nintendo was not the first one who made, like, a capture mechanic. Nintendo is not the first who made a mechanic for sending out a battle pet to battle for you or do things on your command. They were not the first to either of those. The fact that they have a patent for it is atrocious. I mean, Pokemon went with a new battle format for Z A to match Pal World a bit. Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, though, they shouldn't have. It should have gone like and been like, yeah, Pal World is its own thing. It is derivative. It's based off Pokemon and Ark, but they made it its own thing with how they designed the world. Like, they actually did Ark and Pokemon where the world itself and the characters aren't mismatched in art style. I like that. Like, they fit together. I also like the fact that you can run around and have more, like, battles that are more
dinner
interesting.
Is ready. When I come back, I'll post the sneak peek.
Heck yeah! I hope you're gonna have an awesome dinner. Bergsala is the Swedish Nintendo distributor. Yeah. Bergsala is fucking awful. Like, there were some things that I really liked about Bergsala. We had the museum, like, Bergsala Museet and stuff, which was like, that's pretty cool. And the fact that you could send in your consoles and stuff and they would actually try to fix them even after they stopped supporting the console. Or like, you could just call them and be like, hey, I know you no longer support this console, but I really, really love my console. Do you have any spare parts? And they would message you back. So some people actually managed to get these extra parts. They managed to get the spare parts that they haven't gotten rid of yet. Because why would you just throw out fully functioning parts when you could just sell them or like give them away and earn a bit of goodwill? So they did some good things, but then there's a bunch of dumb stuff. Yeah, Bergsala making the Swedish market prices higher than elsewhere in Europe. Not just the Swedish ones, because Bergsala also brings the console. They bring in the consoles for Denmark, Norway, and Finland. They bring it for basically the entirety of Nordic countries, except Iceland, I think. Because Iceland is also part of the Nordic countries. But yeah, it's like, Bergsala be like, because I sent the message to them. That's even worse. I know. But I got some good news there actually, because something happened recently. Suddenly, Nintendo started lowering the prices on a bunch of the consoles in Europe. The Switch 2 consoles suddenly be like, oh yeah, we're gonna sell this for cheaper because they were overpriced in the entirety of Europe. And it was even worse in the Nordic countries. Unfortunately for us, because like, let's say America, $450. I think that is a fair price. It is a very upgraded Switch. The value of money has gone down. It made sense that they would price it around that area. I think up to $500. I am fine with that price in Sweden. But they didn't price it at 5,000 Swedish crowns, which is approximately 500. Like, I'm just making approximate by like multiplying by 10, because sometimes it's slightly above 10, sometimes it's slightly below 10. So it's like, we're just gonna make it easy and multiply by 10. Hello now, how's just chatting? We're complaining about Pokemon and Nintendo. So, I guess it's good. But yeah, so our prices were like 7,000 Swedish crowns. That's about $700 in Sweden, Norway, Denmark. $700 is the approximate price that we have to pay. Not 450. Like, that's almost twice the fucking price. And it's insane. So, yeah, a lot of people, I was one of them, actually sent this email to Berisala where I explained that I checked in multiple countries what the price was. And no, plus 25% is not this much. Because other countries with the same tax rate that buys from the same place were much cheaper. So it was cheaper to just purchase it from Germany. Because you could purchase it for Germany for around $500. And they still would ship to Sweden and Norway and Denmark. And on top of that, we didn't even have to buy like the right plug or anything, because Germany share the same plug, like, you know, electric plug for the console as we do. Like, we have the same plugs. We have the same sockets. So it would just be some German text on the boxes. That's all. That's the only difference. And you would save $200. That's insane. Well, Sweden has that. Oh, so very fun and just great extra tax on electronics. The fun part about that, though, is they misuse this all the time, because it has a roof. Like, it has a maximum, like, amount that you can pay. And it's also based on weight. So it shouldn't go above 500 Swedish crowns, so about $50. That's the maximum it's supposed to go up to for this type of electronic. It's not supposed to go above that. So yeah, add $50. So let's say, okay, you have $450. We buy it from the US, let's say. So $450. You add $50 to that. Actually, first we should count out the tax. So times 1.25. That's $562.5. So we add the extra thing, the extra tax. That is about $50, because that's the maximum. And the price that they should have sold for in Sweden is $612.5. That's the approximate price. Like, let me just quickly see what that would have been in Swedish crowns. So 612.5. 612.5, I say. Jeez, this is slow. 5,774 Swedish crowns. Or about 5,775. And how much does the Switch weigh, even with a box? Exactly. It's not that heavy. exactly. Like 500 Swedish crowns is the maximum roof for this type of electronics. It's not supposed to go above that. So we just paid $200 more than we should have. Which is actually, most people didn't pay. Most people just skipped it because that is atrocious pricing. And now, Nintendo, fun fact, has lowered the prices of a lot of the Switch 2s in the places in Europe where they were doing this bullshit, including Sweden. Actually, it's not directly Nintendo. However, a few resellers or like merchants or whatever you want to call it, like a few online stores have decided, yeah, we're gonna lower the price. In Sweden, not a lot of them. I've only seen one so far. I'm going to link it to you because if you are interested in this and you feel like, okay, I'm fine now with the price now that it's lowered to a reasonable price, I'm just gonna make sure it's the same one. Also, thank you so much for the head pats. So I'm going to give you the link if it's still. Yes, it's still here. It is new. It's from a retro gaming store, but they do specify that the product is new. It's not a refurbished console. It's a completely new console. And its current price is $5,499 compared to the 6,000 or not 6,000, 7,699 that a lot of online stores sold it for. So, oh, Webhallen has it for 5,999. Yeah, they also lowered it, but this one lowered it even more. So here's a link if you guys live in Sweden or Norway and Denmark, because you can also buy it from there. This store is available for you too. Here you go. This is the cheapest you can get it in Sweden, as far as I know, without, buying it from Germany. Might be cheaper still. But here you go. They have lowered the price to $5,499. So about $550. So yeah. I'm not saying it makes sense, just that the amount is stupid. It is, because the thing is, this kemikalieskatt is the thing that we're paying extra for. And the kemikalieskatt is for a chemical that they don't even check if it has that chemical that they are supposed to be taxing in the product. They're taxing for the chemical. It's like you're paying taxes for a product containing the chemical that doesn't actually contain the chemical that they're taxing. It's so stupid and everyone hates it. Swedish bureaucracy. Just making everything more expensive for everyone and not helping even a single person. God damn it. So yes, now I feel a little bit better. I heard something about my home country. Oh yeah, we're talking about like Nintendo, like lowering the prices. So also I am reading back up because I missed a lot of messages and I've just been like, I've just been yapping. I'm just yap. But I am very excited is not quite right word. I'm just very frustrated and excited, I guess. Like a mix of it too. Battle system, most complaints I heard mainly went from taking the time to strategize or own pace to now you got to bob and weave at commands while trying to dodge. That's thanks to a lot of stuff in Swedish Nintendo Monopoly. Yeah, Bergsala needs to have a new leadership. Like, the thing is, Bergsala could work if the people that used to be in charge went back to being in charge, the ones that cared. But yeah, we're not getting them back, are we? Yeah, that is much better than the 6,999 store charged. Exactly. Good, some places decided to make it cheaper. Unfortunately, too alty for me. Too late, I'm assuming. Yeah, too late for me. Understandable, but if someone in chat wants the link, it's right there in chat. And I guess I can share it on my Discord as well, so for the people who are interested, but I also understand that there are some of us here that are kind of protesting Nintendo. Late, Butterfingers, yeah. So some of us here are like kind of protesting Nintendo by refusing to buy newer products. or refusing to buy games on the Switch and so on and so forth. I feel like whatever you're doing, it's up to you, and you shouldn't be shamed for not wanting to protest because, yeah, it's up to each and every one of us. That's why I'm sharing. Just hey, if you were only like against the pricing, go to this place now because they solved the pricing. If you are also mad about other things, there are like the protest with like we should have a right to our own games. They shouldn't be able to like delete the games from us. Oh, what was that petition and everything called? Like do you guys remember the petition for companies to not be allowed to just remove access to games that are not online and stuff? Like there was a bunch more. Like that was one part of it. Like they shouldn't be removing single player access to or access to single player games that the customer has purchased for a full price or for a sale price, whatever it is. If they purchased it, the customer should own the product for their own like sake of playing. There was this thing. Stop running games. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you. That's the one. And I would recommend you check them out. And if you can, please, please, like you can fill in your name and like write down your name on the list and be like, hey, I agree with this cause. And if they get enough like names, I don't know if that's already completely done with. They did get a ton of names though. I did also do this, but it's up to you if you want to do it or not. This is something you should decide for yourselves. I mean, there's a Eula. Exactly. Nothing exclusive to Nintendo. Considering you don't actually own the damn thing, even 1,000 Swedish crowns is too much. Nintendo can take their idea of how they sell the Switch to and shove it where the sun don't shine. Exactly. You do not get to, like, demand buying prices for renting practices. If you are practicing a renting thing, you should use renting prices, which is way, way lower. If I don't own my own hardware that I purchase for a full purchase price, that is insane. And it shouldn't be allowed, and it should be made illegal because that is anti-customer or anti-consumer, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, if I want to rent something, then I'd go to the Game Pass. Exactly. Oh, also Game Pass is so fucking bad now. Did you hear what Xbox did on Game Pass? Because that was also such a bad practice. Like, Game Pass is just... I'm gonna admit, I didn't really use it a lot. I tried it out a few times when I got, like, the free... Like, 3 months for free! And you just use this code, and it's like, yeah, I'd use that when I got one. And then I forgot to use it most of the time. Because, like, most of the games that I want to play, I own on Steam. I don't see a reason to rent games. That's also something I hate about PlayStation stuff. Like, renting games like that directly on the consoles just incentivizes them to stop actually selling them properly. I want to be able to download and own it. I don't want them to just remove my access to it the moment I stop paying for online. I also think you shouldn't be paying for online to begin with. You should have a basic stuff like, oh, save data backups for in case something happens to your consoles should not be hidden behind a paywall. Maybe they can limit the number of saves so you don't have like hundreds of them. Of course, like, oh, you get one or between 1 and 3 per game, depending on what type of game it is. So you can have like the latest manual save file, the latest automatic save file, and like if it's a game where you play a bunch of different routes, then you get like 3 different save files for whichever route you're playing on, so you can play on multiple routes at the same time. Like, that's a good practice. And then like, oh, maybe I want to have a bunch of backups. Then I could consider it fair to pay my fair share of taking that extra space. But like, a save file does not take that much goddamn space on a server. Do you guys know how big save files are? They're like, some save files are just kilobytes. Mere fucking kilobytes in size. Others are a few megabytes. I don't think I've ever heard of a single save file that is over half a gigabyte. Have you? Like, they don't take up much space, and I understand that taking up server space cost money. I can also agree that some stuff you could pay for, like, in order to, like, keep supporting the servers and stuff, depending on how old the game is. Fair. Like, we can argue about that. But god damn it, just basic online access for, like, the most popular games that are free to play, no. I'm so happy that at least if you play Final Fantasy and you pay for like that, you don't have to pay for online on the PlayStation. Because gosh, that was annoying. Just don't mess with the device, simple as that. Oh yeah, I hate that. The ads of a price hike. Yeah, both on the Xbox One. Like Xbox, both decide like, oh, let's add ads and we're gonna limit to 5 hours per month. I don't know if that's true, but if they are seriously considering the free plan to be like shoving a bunch of ads in everyone's faces, and on top of that, you're limited to 5 hours of gameplay per month. That is just insane. So I hope the second part isn't true. Ads, I guess, like ads for like the loading screens and stuff like that, I guess, honestly shouldn't. I don't think that should be a thing though. But gosh. Also, thank you for the head pats. Yeah, I heard it, and man, I never really got why I should use Game Pass. Now I will never use it. Good. I mean, the PlayStation Plus thing is cool, except paying for playing with others should not be a thing. Yes. But well, I am getting PlayStation Plus shared from my friends, so it's good. Yeah. I hear Mars is pretty nice this time of year. Wish I could join you there. The newer Pokemon games have saves in the gigabytes range. Oh, that's... God. How the fuck did they manage that? Something is wrong there. Also, thank you for hydrating the stretch. They'd kill their stuff with that, yeah. I see some validity in the complaints with the not owning the console, but like, come on, you agree to the EULA when you buy and use the device. If your console gets fucked because of something you did, that's on you. If you did nothing and still got fucked, it's an error. Yes, however, the problem is Nintendo are bricking people's consoles for using a, like, you know, a used game cartridge. So if you borrow a game from a friend, or maybe you buy a used copy of, let's say, Silksong. Actually, I don't know. Is Silksong a physical game? Does it have like a proper physical game? Because if you buy it used and you insert it into your Switch 2, it can be bricked. That's the problem. People are complaining about this. That they bought a used game. That is not against the terms of service. They are allowed to buy used physical copies of games. There's nothing against that. It's disgusting that Nintendo would brick the consoles over that. So you can't trust that. You also can't trust that if you purchase a Nintendo like console on eBay or on Amazon, maybe you even buy it from a reputable seller, that someone maybe decide like, oh, this is a refurbished version. So like, we're gonna sell it as new, and you have no idea. And Nintendo bricks it the moment you log on with your account. Because it's like, this console was used with different account. How dare you buy a used console? Like, they have been bricking people for buying used consoles and games. Not for actually doing anything illegal. And it's not just a programming issue because they refuse to unbrick their consoles or like actually pay the customer for the like they have been known to actually delete the entire account. Like actually ban the account, having people lose hundreds of dollars in worth of games for something that wasn't their fault, and they're refusing to fix that, and that's the problem a lot of people have with Nintendo right now. And like, who knows how much of this is true? Because if you were to do something illegal with your console, of course, you're not that likely to just tell the truth. However, it is not impossible that a lot of these complaints are true. This is a problem. I hate this. How did they manage that poorly? Why would you stream from a save on the fly? Exactly. Every frame. Oh my god. It's insane. The second-hand market has always been important to gaming and companies hate it. Exactly. And more reasons not to buy anything Nintendo related anymore. I would say you can buy Nintendo related stuff. Just go retro. Like, go retro. Nintendo doesn't earn any money on that. If you can get a reasonably priced retro console and a retro game that you know that, hey, this game and this console is something I have an interest in, and this is a fair price, go do that. Because game design in the past were a lot better than it is today, because now it's just all microtransactions, and we're gonna force as much random stuff into the game as possible because everything needs to be made in the open world. Everything needs to be made into this or that because it happened to be trending because a few games nailed it. And now a ton of other games are trying to imitate the formula. Like, Pokemon should not be open world. And you can fight me in the comments over that. Because, for God's sake, Pokemon is not a good open world game. They should not make it one. Legends was good, but it is a very unlike Pokemon type of game. Despite being Pokemon, they had to entirely reevaluate how to do things in that one. And it came out great. It's not the mainline series, for a good reason. But it's a great game. And I still have to finish that one. Now, if you're talking about the incident, I think they did unban that guy, unless there were more cases. There were hundreds of cases. I've seen hundreds of cases, Hockey Puck. That's the problem. So I feel like Nintendo really needs to get their shit together. They need to actually start doing some like damage control in being like, oh, hey, we are bricking a ton of consoles for no reason. Maybe we should reevaluate that code and do something so it doesn't activate automatically. Maybe we should have like a protection that doesn't automatically brick the console. It just stops these types of programs from running because we know these types of programs that we want to prevent. We can just manually put a stopper to that so they load indefinitely without bricking the console for anyone who's not trying to do that. So if they buy the console from someone else who tried to do it, they aren't affected. Because they shouldn't be. But yeah, if it's the Switch 2, a lot of games are game keys now and not solid games. Yeah, I hate that. It's the worst of both worlds. Most likely is, hey, this game key is registered for this console, but it's now on this console and the owner didn't share it through our system. Must be a hack. Actually, no, because you're not supposed to have to manually do that. The thing is, Nintendo Switch has two ways of sharing games. Like, actually taking the physical cartridge and putting it in a different system, then it is automatically unavailable on the first system. That's it. That's all. So it doesn't actually register the product to anyone's account. It's just a key that activates the software if it's already on the system. And if it doesn't have the software on the system, it makes sure to download it. But the key is in the card itself, and it doesn't link to anyone's account. And that way, it sort of works like a physical cartridge that you're supposed to just be able to be like, okay, I'm done playing this game. I'm just going to hand it over to my friend so they can try it. You're supposed to just be able to do that. However, we also have a digital way of doing this where you manually send a fully digital game. And that makes it so the person who owns the game can't reach the game for 2 weeks. It's fucking insane practice to design it this way. All they had to do was literally be like, okay, you can lend it to a friend, or like someone in the family can like borrow it from you if you're not using it. So they do a quick check online, is X person using it? And then if X person is not using it, which owner not using, let this person use it because they're in the same family, like Steam does. And then add a fucking timer so, oh, now the owner wants to use it, send a notification. Owner has started this game. So it starts a timer. You have 10 minutes to get to a save point and save your progress, and then it's gonna shut off the game for you. Boom. Problem solved. They could have done it so much better because that's not the way they did. They are like, yeah, owner have zero ability to play the game for 2 weeks after we send it over. And I don't even know if you have to be in the same family or if you can just be friends in order to let someone else borrow the game, because they are not very clear on that. And God, is just a convoluted mess to have a digital game key card and then you have a physical digital game key card. It's just stupid. And they are also pushing like other content creators, other game developers. I mean, they're pushing them to be like, hey, choose this one. We'll sell it to you for cheaper. But the thing is, it doesn't sell because the vast majority of players are like, if I want a physical game, I want the game to be on the cartridge. Sure, a lot of them are fine with buying the DLC separately. But they want the entire main game to fit on the cartridge. They shouldn't have to download the game and have an empty key card that just has like a single key on it to be like, yes, this key is now in unlock game. Why did they design it like this? It's the stupidest of all worlds. Actual devs at Nintendo are great at their job, not you, Game Freak. Exactly. But Game Freak is, not Nintendo. They are their own company. Nintendo owns a share of it, but only a share. The higher ups, I think, isn't like Game Freak owned by 3 companies, one of which is Game Freak itself or something. But the higher ups have to make the decision, and all the lawyers are killing it. Yep. And that too, what now said, yeah. So how exactly does the check that causes the bricking even work if a cartridge inserted is an official licensed cartridge? That's the thing! It's not supposed to do what it's doing, and it's doing it anyway, and they refuse to fix it. Because like, oh, if we just do like this and pretend it doesn't exist, like we don't see anything. We don't see people complaining about it. They are just being assholes by playing fools so they won't be held accountable for their own mismanagement. And it's stupid. And we should keep calling them out for that when it happens. Because otherwise they will never fix it. But I also understand that people are very tired, and so not everyone has to do this. But yeah. So how exactly does check the... Oh yeah, you already read that one. Purportedly? Game... I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Game key cards do get locked to accounts. Yeah. And they're not supposed to. Which is the stupid thing, because like how they explain it is like you're just supposed to be able to lend it to a friend. Like that's the entire thing. You don't buy the game, you don't own the game, you own a key to the game. So it only works as long as this card is in the thing. Hi, how are you today? I am in a complaining mood. We're just basically complaining about Nintendo here, and I understand if that's not your thing today. Because I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry. I kind of wanted to originally, like months ago, I wanted to just have bought the Legends Z-A, and now I'm mad because of course, I'm a little mad that I couldn't do it because monetary reasons, but I'm also mad I couldn't do it because Nintendo keeps doing bad stuff, bad practices. I don't like that, and now we're complaining about it. I want to quote Kirk Lazarus to Nintendo: "If you know, you know." I don't know, but fair enough. But yeah, I hope Nintendo eventually listens, that Nintendo gets their shit together, they fix this thing, unbrick people's consoles, and retract their statements about, like, how they're going to be very hard on, like, you know, preventing people from misusing the consoles, but because, like, honestly, they need to back off a bit. If I want to change the screen of my own console, I should be able to do that. Sure, it removes my, like, so if the console breaks, you can send it in for repair and they will repair it for free within a certain amount of time, right? Yeah, you lose that if you open and fiddle around with it yourself. That is fair. I am fully aware of this. It's an equal exchange. I fix it myself, I lose the right to have them help me fix the console. At least to do it for free. I am fully aware and agreeing that, yeah, I can agree with that. But yeah. Google the name. Okay, I will Google the name. Hold on. The thing I am having a problem with is just how they do things in general. For the most part, it's annoying. They are not being consumer friendly. They are being very anti-consumer. Straight up. Okay. God, why is the very first one looking like it's AI generated? I guess that's a problem with memes now, that they get copied and AI generated a lot of the time now. I know who I am. I am a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Is that the one? Because that's what I get up when I search for Kirk Lazarus. But the quote I'm referring to is "never go full." Yeah, our word. Yeah. I feel like Nintendo kinda did. Yeah. But yeah, we have a bunch of other games, so maybe we should try to think more positively, because now we have some positive news, and that is a bunch of online stores are kind of fighting back a little bit against Xbox by refusing to put Xbox games up on their shelves, by promising the customers that they're still gonna sell the Xbox Game Pass cards for the same price as before they raised the price. So, for as long as they can, at least. We also have the good news that a bunch of online stores have said that, hey, we are lowering the price of a Nintendo Switch 2 to match what it's actually supposed to be, like, what it actually is supposed to be worth, like the actual MSRP, instead of selling it for almost twice the fucking MSRP price. Yeah, that is good fucking news. So we have some good news. We also seem to be having progress in, like, actually fighting for the sake of the customers owning the games they purchase. That we are getting on the way to having, like, new laws made in games to prevent them from using very abhorrent practices in trying to make you as addicted as possible, and then selling you, like, really expensive microtransactions. Like, there's a bunch of stuff being worked on there to prevent that. There's a bunch of stuff working with, like, how do we make it as fair for the customers as possible so they don't lose access to the single player games that they purchased for full price. We have good news, at least, on the horizon. And there's also like a bunch of good games to look forward to. Like right now, I can't think of a lot of them, but for me personally, I am very much looking forward to Code Vein 2. It's not the most polished game. There was some things I really didn't like in my first playthrough of it, but I still think it's a good game. It doesn't have all the predatory practices, and it's just made to be a fun game. Heavily inspired by Dark Souls and Souls-like, Soulsborne, whatever you want to call it. And if you like that, check out Code Vein. It's coming out, the second game should be coming out at the start of next year, sometime in January or February. So I'm going to do my best to get the key so I can play it as soon as it comes out. Anyway, gotta drive to work. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, Splitzy! You take care now! Yeah! And thank you for stopping by. I'm looking forward to Vampire Bloodlines 2, coming out 21st this month. Ooh! Nice! And Borderlands 4 is already on sale, not much, but already. Heck yeah! Also, you guys ever played Little Nightmares? So you may have heard like some bad news about Little Nightmares 3 being incredibly short and stuff. Fun fact though, Little Nightmares 3 is made by a completely different developer and team. It's not the same guys that made the first two games. However, this, and now comes the good part like of the news. The ones who made Little Nightmares 1 and 2, that studio is working on a different game that is very Little Nightmares-like. I think it was called Reanimal. And it has a free demo on Steam. Please go and check it out. Actually, I think I'm going to grab a code for you guys who's here in the chat. And I am going to just send the code directly in chat for you. Because I believe that if you like that type of horror game, you should check it out. I'm not gonna stream it because, oh crap, I struggle with that type of game. There's also Peak. If you have seen Peak, I don't think I have streamed it yet, have I? I think I've only played it offline. But Peak, the developers of Peak have split their crew into two groups, one working on the game Peak and another working on a new game called Crash Out Crew, who's currently got the demo for the Steam's Demo Fest thing. So there's a bunch of stuff for you to test and look forward to. What else can I say? Oh, I am so freaking happy to see that Digimon Story have released a new game recently. I still haven't finished a single story game from Digimon. I haven't finished any Digimon game, to be honest. But I love Digimon, and I am thinking of getting into that instead of Pokemon in the future. I am still going to finish the ones that I started on stream when it comes to Pokemon. But, yeah. After that, it's gonna be more Digimon. Because there seems to be other in chat in our little community that likes Digimon too. I have played a lot of Peak. Heck yeah! And here comes the Reanimal demo. Go download it, please! If you have Steam, add it to your wishlist on the, like, follow and stuff, whatever. Or, like, just wishlist maybe, because otherwise you get, like, every single update they have about the game, and not all of us are very into, like, being spammed by notifications like that. But still. You can ask Soph which Digimon game not to play. Nice! Lord of Soph, fucking Digimon Survive. Why? I was super hyped for it. I've already purchased it. I already purchased Digimon Survive. Why that one? No. I am going to play that one. I'm going to play that one too. Maybe I play that one by myself though, because that one seemed to be more of a strategy game and stuff. But I'm going to be playing Story Cyber Sleuth. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. And I do have like the double pack. I guess those are two entirely different games, right? So it's like you have a first game, then you have a second game, and they are not the same story. It's not like the same game, but a little more. It's not like Persona 5 versus Persona 5 Royal, right? Cyber Sleuth is great. Yeah. Survive, eh. Okay. I personally did not like it because of how slow it mostly was. Yeah, that is fair. I'm probably gonna enjoy it. I do enjoy some slow games. Every now and then, you know. Digimon, Digital Monster, Digimon Champion. But yeah, I also I think I got Digimon World Next Order. Okay, so let's see. All the Digimon games I believe I have is Digimon World Next Order, Digimon Survive, Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth, and Digimon Stories. What's the other one called? Next Order is good. Tell me what you thought about Survive afterwards. I'm curious. Absolutely. Maybe I'll make like a YouTube review of that. Maybe I'll just do a thing where I only do like record the gameplay. And like, I got some tips and tricks that I'm gonna try for like recording videos for YouTube in the future. Also, I'm gonna talk a little bit about my YouTube plans because I recently have actually achieved some growth there, and I want to do some more there too. And like, I've seen a lot of people actually like using Restream and stuff, or whatever it's called. Like, basically, they stream to like Twitch, but they have like something in between that also streams to their YouTube. So multi-stream, yeah. So I'm thinking of trying out multi-streaming because that's, and I'm going to merge my chat so it will show from both if I do that. But I want to set it up properly and stuff because at this point, I'm not big enough for Twitch to even notice. If I like, because technically it's against the terms of service to even so much as mention or show chat from other websites on stream, which is fucking stupid, okay? So yeah, this is very like borderline. It's straight up like on the news on this, on the nose on this, like kind of breaking the rules a bit. But like, I'm not gonna go overboard. I'm not gonna be like, oh, go to YouTube, oh, go to YouTube. It's just gonna have the YouTube comments be copied or cloned into the Twitch chat so I can react to both, even if I'm not going to mention that I'm streaming on YouTube. So I'm gonna do it a little more like that. At least that's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm gonna have to do some research on similar things. Yeah. I also have like this thing I want to try out before though, but I can't figure out how, and that is I want to restream old videos of like really, really old streams so I can have them show up in my YouTube streaming section on the channel. Because you have like multiple sections on your YouTube channels. It's like, oh, here's the about page or whatever. Like, this is the home page of your channel. Then you have the videos, your shorts, the streams, and then posts, I think. Oh yeah, and lastly, it's like the about section. So yeah, they have like multiple sections, and I can't for the life of me understand why you can't move like videos that are longer to like the live stream section and be like, yeah, this is a re-upload of an old stream. Like, why is there no way to do that? It's just annoying. I want the streams to be in the stream section so they don't clutter up everything else in the videos, so I can have like YouTube videos be focused on videos that were made for YouTube and shorts on the short side. And then a mix of everything if you go to like the, you know, the home section. Sounds like a good clip time. Yeah! By the way, I know a friend that dual streams. Can ask them for tips and how to do it for you. Heck yes, please do! So yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask as well right before I got distracted because I keep getting distracted. But yeah, Digimon Story is Cyber Sleuth, and then there's Digimon Story. What's the other one called? That is not the latest one that was just released, like the one in between. that's almost as old as Cyber Sleuth. What was that one called? The hacker one? Yes, exactly. Hacker's Memory. I remembered. Okay, I remembered. So I have Digimon World Next Order. I have Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Digimon Story Hacker's Memory, and then Digimon Survive. And you're saying that Survive was very slow, so I'm probably not going to ever play that on stream. I'm gonna play that one for myself. But out of Digimon World Next Order, Story Cyber Sleuth, and Story Hacker's Memory, which one do you recommend to start? Or is there another one that I have missed that I should get and start with instead? Speaking of YouTube, I've seen some AI story videos pop up in my feed like, ew, AI, but you know what's more unhinged than it being AI? They're over 20 hours long? What? I saw one that was 40. That is... No, what the fuck? Oh my god. You mean the one I mentioned before, the one I said was my favorite? Already forgot, shakes my head. Hacker's Memory. No, I also asked which one I should start with, like, of Lord of South, which he would recommend. Or, yeah, or if you meant, like, the one I forgot the name of, yeah, I had a brain freeze, okay? I just had a brain freeze. Bleh. But yes. Your favorite is Hacker's Memory. I do remember you saying that. I just couldn't remember the name of it at the moment. But yeah, out of those three, or is there a different Digimon game? Actually, is there anyone else in chat who loves Digimon? And like, which one would you recommend to start with? Which one is your favorite? I want to know. I'm really curious. Because I feel like we have a lot of people who really loved Pokemon before here, and like a lot of similar games. So I feel like there should be a lot more people who also have played Digimon, right? It can't just be Maestro and Lord of South. There's gotta be more, right? I was a bit slow on typing, was eating chimkin at the same time. Ah, yes, that is a valid excuse, and I hope that chimkin is very delicious. It's so funny because no one in the right mind would actually watch a video that's as long as 8 to 20 movies. Okay, Shadow, I'm that moron. Okay, a little bit of explanation first though. Okay, sometimes I have these really long ass times where I can't fall asleep, and I just need some kind of background noise that doesn't switch what type of background noise it is. So really long, videos on YouTube that is oftentimes just looped. I tend to listen to like rainy weather sounds and stuff like that, and it sort of helps. And sometimes just listening to someone talk about something really, really boring, or like having it be like an entire series of like something that I would usually enjoy, like people making not reviews, what is it called, like deep dives into games and stuff. And they can make so many videos. Sometimes they make these like large collections of it. I like having that in the background. There have been some that have been like 12 hours long, 24 hours long. I don't think ever 20 specifically, but 18 hours long was one of them. So I'm one of those weirdos who would be, I don't really watch, but I listen to it, so it's playing actively in the background. Ah yes, listening to the yapping, the main reason I watch Nimi. Yes! Hi, from one moron to another. Hi! I used to like Digimon, but it's been like 20 years. I don't remember most of it. Do you remember what Digimon you played? Or watched? I'm curious. Because even if it was a long time, like, I'm not against going back and playing like really old games. Wait, wasn't there like a Digimon game for like the PSP that I might have? Correction, actively watching that length of videos. Oh yeah, actively. Yeah, oh, yeah, I don't think anyone actively watches those long videos, no. And then it's better to have like them split into like maximum of 2 hour longs. I would say actually 4 hours depend. You can keep watching actively a 4 hour long video if it's really, really interesting. Sometimes the hyper focus just hits different. Now, is it just a needing background noise thing? Like those people who have a TV on to fall asleep? Sorta, yeah. Like sometimes. It's not always. It's more like I need something so that I can halfway listen to. Like sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. Because my brain just refuses to go to sleep, so having something to focus on other than my own thoughts can be nice. We call this white noise. Exactly. However, it doesn't always, like, it changes with what the problem is when I can't sleep. Because if I just need a noise because it's like, oh, it feels like too empty, or like it feels like I'm completely alone and that's kind of creepy, like when you're used to living with people in like apartments and there's always apartment noises and stuff, having it be entirely silent, it just feels like something is off. So just having a white noise that is a random noise works then. But then there are some times where my brain is just overly active and just refuses to shut the fuck up, which I hate when that happens. And then I need people actually talking, so I can have like someone talk about the lecture or something. Or even comedy skits can work sometimes. So it kind of varies. So it's not just white noise, but often it's white noise that I need. Start with Digimon World if you can. I can. I just have to install it. I do have it on PlayStation. I think. The white noise keeps me from listening to my own thoughts, and they're my biggest hater. Here to that. Actually, wait, hold on. Can we get a cheers in the chat? Here to being our own biggest hater sometimes. Now in 50 years, it's gonna be like those grandmas and grandpas who are like, I'm gonna watch this show on the whatever people we will watch stuff on half a century from now. 5 minutes later, snore. If I can become like that type of grandma, I would be good. I would be good. Oh my god, I would be so good. Because that meant I wouldn't be completely miserable and alone. Or I wouldn't feel completely miserable and alone. Because I would be too busy being asleep. I drink one for you. Heck yeah! Holy crap. What do you mean, holy crap, Maestro? I clear that with audiobooks. Do you know what? I really should get some audiobooks. Do you think there's audiobooks of light novels from Japan? Because I would love to buy like a Japanese audiobook of like some light novel, like maybe ReZero, you know, and just listen to it. To you having Digimon World? Well, I don't have the first Digimon World if there's one that's just called Digimon World, but I do have Digimon World Next Order. I said that multiple times in this stream. Unless Digimon World like has like a different one that is not Next Order. In that case, I don't have that one. But I can probably get it. I can't sleep without my Bluetooth contact lenses. I mean, there should be. Wakes up in the middle of the night of them going battery low. Ooh. Cough, cough. I just try to look up audiobooks, and if I find something on YouTube that sounds good, I listen. Heck yeah, it works. Bruh. Then I would have said Next Order. I meant the OG from 99. I didn't know if there was one that was OG. Wait, what console was it on? Because if it's from 99, it can't have been a PC or something. Because they recently started, like, actually putting their games on Steam. Right? It's not like they used to do that before, from what I know. But I could be wrong, and I admit that because I'm dumb. And I'm fully aware. With voice transmitter to the brain saying it that cheap Chinese Bluetooth device voice. Oh god, no. So I am getting hit if I don't even know what Digimon is about. No, but we will give you head pats. Condescendingly. PS and PC. Okay, I'm going to look up Digimon World real quick. Because, hey, maybe that can be my introduction to the series. If you want to see me play that one first, it's gonna be very retro and it's gonna be very funny. Probably. And worst case scenario, okay, not next order, minus next order. Digimon World. GOG Dream List. It's on GOG. Please say it's not just listed there. No, it's just listed there for the sake of voting. Okay, I'm gonna vote yes. Please bring the game to GOG. I like that GOG has this voting system. Hold on, I need to log in. Bah! I did not mean to click this. Whoops. I'ma be right back. ちょっと待って.
Burger, consumed, sneak peek, sent. What did I miss? Where Nico? Boop.
I'm back.
Boop.
Did my ears break again? Hold on, my ears just broke again. What the heck? Boop. I'm back, Emiliano, and welcome back to you. I hope it was a delicious burger.
Now she has horns. Boop.
Oh, sneak peek. I'm gonna take a look at that right at this moment. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is that like a... Is it called cheongsam? That type of Chinese dress, I think, is called like cheongsam. I'm very bad at remembering the names of those things, though. I love it! Oh my god! I can't wait to see it! I'm gonna sit like, yeah, all fancy. Oh wait, I forgot I had the boba still. Hello. Stop breaking just because it's behind the head.
If I'm not mistaken, it's a cheapao.
Cheapao? Oh! Wait, what is cheongsam then? I'm gonna Google what both are. Cheongsam. Also not... They are the same thing! It has two words. We're both right! Cheapao. Or... Kipao. No, it's chi. Chipao, also known as the cheongsam, or referred to as the Mandarin gown, or gown. Is it gown or gown? I think it's gown. As the Mandarin gown is a Chinese dress worn by women which takes inspiration from the Xishuang, the ethnic clothing of the Manchu people. We were both correct. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. She fell down from her chair. She'll be back in a few hours.
My
How
main
dare
reference
you?
was Sweetie from Seamless Zone Zero.
I don't know which character that is. Hold on. Sweetie. Zit. Oh, she looks so cute and cool. Nice. Very nice. You're so good at drawing. I look forward to seeing the finished one later. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna add that to my folder when it's done. Gone. Be gone.
I hope the honkers are big enough.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Just you wait, people. Just you wait. Well, that didn't help, Dan. Gown. Yeah, gown. I'm doing my best, okay? I'm just messing around and I'm doing my best. And I'm switching between those two. But yes. How the heck do I get a hold of Digimon World, though? I guess...
Ironing board.
Hey! For you, Shadow. For you. This is for you. I'm trying my best. The timing part is not good at triggering for some reason. Wait, if now has big honkers, won't she topple over because of a Taiji? Ah! Teddy! No! Bah! Bah! Why won't it work? Flat enough to use as a substitute to use your mouse on. Hey! How dare ya? Nya. Angry. Very angry.
Big honkers or ironing board, who cares? All titties is good titties.
Yeah, all booba is good booba. And all boba is great boba. Boba before booba. To quote Meister, flatter than a straight line. No? God damn, I'm dying. Maybe this is a moment to clip then. Huh? Which, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Because Teddy, you first came here after seeing me on TikTok, right? You found me on TikTok.
You, boba between baba.
Oh. Like this? See? Boba between booba. Ta-da! Why did you say booba like boba? No, I said boba between booba. Hold on. I have a better version. See? Boba between booba. Ta-da! Yeah, I found you on TikTok after you invaded my For You and
except
stayed
with someone with bigger assets that can hold it hands-free lol.
Oh.
Petanko.
Petanko! じゃないよ! ペッタンじゃないよ! Baka. Baka. Yes, I stayed rent-free for weeks. Heck yeah, I've been posting so many. Like at first, I went like from the newest to oldest, but then it was like, you know what? I think it's better if I go from like the older ones. so I get a little mix. And then like I was like, hey, I'm gonna just go from older and then becomes newer and newer and newer from now on. Because it's such a pain to keep track of my lights. So I have been reposting every single day, except like I might have missed 1 or 2 days. But I've been trying to at least post one per day. And holy crap, has that worked well? A perfect tray? How dare you? Now, some can place their drink on their booba. Or boba. We know you can't. Shut up. Shut up. Now I'm just thinking that Booba is Bubba from Forrest Gump. I have not seen that one.
Now how is the thingy going with the get down, Mr. President?
Oh yeah! I was struggling with that one. Because I'm like, do I want to make it like a 2-panel comic? Or do I want to do like a one image? Hi, Björn! Also, the image
You're
is
not you
in the
when you're
works,
hungry.
Björn. So it's in the works. Should be finished with that one soon.
Now is multi-purpose, armrest, and tray.
No. No. Nuh-uh. Also, I just realized I've been streaming for 2 hours and I haven't even turned on the game. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do like a little just chatting, figure out what you guys think I should play, because I don't feel like Dark Souls today. I'm too tired. And then we can like go from there while I chat about like complain about Pokemon and Nintendo, la la la. Basically.
Also, do you like the little bell on your neck? I wanted to maintain the cat theme as I could.
Yeah. I have a necklace like that. I love it. I'm actually thinking of adding that to my model list too, like, because I really like it. Oh no, now got collared. Ah! To Kurt, my friend, do I want to know why you're laughing like
Quick,
a maniac?
Someone grab a leash.
Hey! No leash. DBD? Wait, what do you mean DBD? Huh? I'm confused. You stop laughing, Shadow. Stop laughing. Nah. I'll get the floss? How dare you? I know what you're insinuating, and I am not that small. Dead by Daylight? You've asked me about that game multiple times, I think.
DVD, drunk baffling damsel.
I like that interpretation better. But yeah, I don't have Dead by Daylight. It's not my type of game, unfortunately. So I guess I could do Phasmo if anyone wants to join me. We can complain to the ghosts. Sorry, I have a goldfish brain. Sorry, that's okay. I also very bad at remembering. So I do think okay, hold on. I do know a few friends that really love that game. So I was thinking I was gonna recommend like one of my VTuber friends, and you could go like check out their stream because they might be streaming it sometime. But then I forgot who plays it. Gosh. What's a brain? Oh, no. You said brain cell the wrong way. It's brain cell. Bracel.
Have you ever played One Armed Robber? It's a game you can play for free with other people. It's so stupid, I love it.
What? Have you One Armed Robber? It's a game. I don't. Oh, because you just robbed
the game
people.
I haven't touched in ages.
Yeah.
Russell mentioned.
Brazil mentioned. Oh, I was just being like, oh, brain cell, and then like, oh, what if we just put them together? We get Brazil. That was completely coincidental. Nice. Would have joined Phasmo if it was not a work day tomorrow. Aww. You're going to Brazil. So, like, I got Phasmophobia as an idea. If we can get people in. Repo, Peak. Actually, what else? I have such many games. Gosh. Let me group by collection. Check the installed. Okay, so we got so many of these. Holy heck. Ba, 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 ba. Such many games. Where do I start? Or maybe, Golf with your friends I have installed apparently. Or if Mana comes in, we can play Code Vein! No, it would probably be a bit late to start today when I'm this tired. I got content warning though. Hey yo, think of a blue-haired child, don't say such. What you talking about? Golf with your friends, be fun and chaotic? Heck yeah.
One last question about the fan art. Is there any particular color you want your dress in?
Ooh. I'm thinking maybe we should go with something that kind of match my like whole. So something like a purplish or pinkish color to match, or blue. Because if it's blue, I feel like it might be like, unless it's, oh, if you make it like a darker blue or a different shade of blue that can match the hair and stuff, but it's not the exact same color, that could look really cool.
I remember when I played that with some friends and one of them said I came in 7 strokes.
Nice. 7 is not that bad for a golf game. I've barely played golf with your friends, but I joined that. Heck yeah, how about we play some golf with friends then? Nya, 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 nya. If someone can change now, for fuck's sake. What? What?
Seeing the color of your hair, I'd go for some purple/violet shade.
Oh, that is a really good one too, yeah. I think go with that. Sure, just think about what you just said. What part? I've been talking a lot. Okay? That just flew up in the stratosphere. Hey! Agreed, she is innocent, pure and tiny.
It just got in my mind, what about marbles on stream?
Oh, I don't have that one installed. That one is surprisingly big. But someday I might do that, like, as like a giveaway event, and we can have you fight over like the giveaway items. Because that would be fun. I miss doing giveaways. I mean, currently we do technically have one that is ongoing, but it's just a single game, and it's not randomized, it's by like whoever gets the most views
A balls
on their
racing
clip.
held by the ball slayer.
Yeah! The ball destroyer! The ball slayer! The ball buster! Actually, how many? There's a lot of words for destroy. Which one is the coolest though?
Wooey golfin.
Yeah, we golfing! Okay, do you get... We're gonna play classic.
Innocent, pure, tiny.
Wait, I'm gonna host. And we're gonna have it to...
We turning into Middle Ages guys with this warm mouth.
Okay, Erignan? The password is just my channel name. Naunian VT.
Now
okay.
the bellbuster? Shoot, I should have drawn you in a dominatrix latex suit, Jinx lol.
What's that? Is that like a character? No, it's not the... Wait, dominatrix! Ah! Oh, no, no. I just realized what I was saying.
You pure innocent soul.
That's not what I meant! I was referring to Dark Souls! And Code Vein! The not corrupt innocence. Anyway, you guys have seen the password.
Emiliano, no.
Let's go to host.
Sputry.
So everyone, join! If you can, and if you want, please. Join my lobby. Yeah. Also, we're gonna change some rules. We have 10 viewers according to Twitch. I don't know if that's really true, if it's more or if it's less. So 12 players should be enough. We already set the password, so don't need to change that.
99%.
Eh? What do you mean 99%? What? Couch? The fuck is couch? Yeah, we're gonna go with classic. We're going to have infinite max time per round, though. Because I trust you that you won't just leave without, finishing stuff.
Invalid password.
What did you write for password? Because it's the exact same. Everything is in lower score, though. So, as my Twitch name, Naunian VT, all lowercase. Or is it because I am in this? Your name? Oh! Okay, if you're searching for the lobby name. Oh, Mr. VT. Okay. Then, okay. Do you know what the lobby name is? You found that. You just need a password. Yeah, Naunian VT. Keep sharing loud? Absolutely!
Got in.
Heck yeah! We're gonna have a power-up. We're gonna have it on respawning. Default, max course length, 18, turbocharge, flag indicator, blah, blah, blah. And apply.
Nana and.
Let's see what this one was. You're one of the most innocent people I have met on the internet till now. I am not that innocent! I'm just autistic. Okay? I'm just autistic! Surely there's none more innocent than now. Hey! Hey, there is. Yeah, you're true. Hey! Okay, I'm going to write password. Nanyan VT. There we go. I'm gonna put that, and I'm going to pin this message. Boom. Let's do it for...
She was innocent until this MF. Me got in the chat the first time.
There.
Me when I'm in an innocence competition and my opponent is now.
Hey! No. Anyway, I have tagged, or not tagged, I have pinned the password. You can see what the lobby name is on the screen, and you're all free to join if you want to join. Yes, hop right on in. I know I'd lose on the first sight. Hey! No. No. Nuh-uh. No. She was innocent until this MF, this motherfucker, me, got in the chat the first time. We'll see how many rounds of this we'll do. This is a very chill stream today. But yeah, do you guys, does anyone in chat, know if there's a way to like restream old YouTube videos so you can have them appear in the stream section of your channel? It's like, just restream and it shows up as live stream. My apologies, but I need to get my best friend into Hypixel Skyblock. Need a free friend. Good luck with that! Yeah. I have no idea what Hypixel Skyblock is. Is that like a Minecraft-like game? It kind of sounds like something like that. I mean, like, what my friend said when I played this game with them, that quote flew over now, said, what quote? What are you talking about? Hypixel is Minecraft, yes. Okay. Oh, Splitzy? Raiders. Now I got the notification. It's over an hour ago since she sent it. Jeez. Nyah. Also, holy crap, I see like the one no-take sent that I forgot to look at before, and it's so good! Gosh, it looks good. Honestly, that almost makes Minecraft look fun for me.
The pencil part is finished. I'll ink it tomorrow. For now, back to farming on Motorfest with Noun Nyan Radio. Can't wait for my paycheck so I can buy my new PC.
Heck yeah! And I'm hoping you'll be best when it comes to that PC. Oh, wait, are you going to build your own PC, or are you gonna get like a ready one that is already finished? I'm kinda curious. Teddy says it's a Minecraft server which runs only on plugins and is extremely good. Heck yeah! Okay, I'm gonna give it another minute in case anyone else wants to join into the game.
What does you think about Abraham Lincoln being crowned as King of Mars?
No. I say we should crown someone who's named after Mars. How about that, eh? How about that?
Isn't that dude dead?
Hey! Technically, what's saying you can't crown dead people?
There's one of my uncle's colleague who knows stuff about computers. He sent me some bullets for a very nice price. I already chose the build. I only need money, jinx lol.
Heck yeah! Then I'm super excited to hear when you get that computer and you can come over and brag about it.
I mean he was, but hey, the people has spoken.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone else is joining. So I'm going to go ahead and click start. We're starting in a museum. I haven't played this in so long. Last time I played this, I think I was a bit drunk.
I need it before Forza Horizon 6 comes out. I absolutely need to pre-order it. Okay, bye bye, going to work and possibly drown.
I thought I didn't use enough. Bye-bye, Splitzy, and you take care. And don't drown. Do not drown. Nah. Okay, so now we got this. Okay, camera is right there. Wait, did I turn on like... I don't remember if I turned on the... Yeah, no, I did not turn on... What's it called? Jump. That's what I was thinking. Ah, come on! That was so bad. I kind of forgot the controls, lol. Yeah, I was supposed to turn on the jump. But now I feel bad if I, like, stop here to fix the stats so it can be, like, the way I was intending it to be. Hole in one! Guys! Also, comment on the side. This is not just chatting
the
anymore.
Sweet memories
thank you for reminding me.
Resort.
Thank you, thank you. Golf with friends. Yeah, golf with your friends. Done. Okay, now if anyone refreshes, it should say the right game. The Sweet Memories of Wii Sport Resort. Ooh! I missed that game. I want to play that again. Why couldn't we get that for the Switch? Oh. There we go. Honestly, how many people here have played Wii games or had a Wii overall? And what was your favorite game? Gotta time it properly. Hey! Are you guys impressed? I hope you guys are very impressed. Here, Lego Star Wars. Ooh! Nice! Balls. Yeah, there's a lot of balls here. Or is that the name of a game? I
I
actually
have a
never
Nintendo
played.
Wii U, one of the best consoles I've ever had. I had so much fun with it and I still play with it sometimes. I hate the fact that it's so underrated and hated for no reason.
Oh yeah, it is definitely underrated. I think it was deservedly hated in the beginning. However, I don't think it deserved all the hate it had at the end because they fixed so much stuff with that. Oh, it was too much power. I was too powerful. But yeah, Wii U is an amazing console. I still have Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have a bunch of other games. Like I had like remaster is not really the right word. But like they had Skyward Sword on the Wii U, ran a lot better. It looked a lot better compared to like the original Wii. And also the backwards compatibility. Well, unlike the Wii, you can't put in a GameCube disc and play it, which kinda sad. Just a little bit though. I have a separate GameCube for that now. So I decided I sold my Wii to get the Wii U, and I'm never selling that Wii U because it has all the Wii games, all the Wii U games can be played on that. And you have like all the Wii controllers and the fun ones, and then I have like GameCube for GameCube games and Game Boy Advance games. Because I got the add-on part where I can play Game Boy Advance games on my GameCube. Isn't that so fucking cool? I wish they would do more stuff like that again. Okay. Ah, come on, game. No! Fuck! No! Too much power. Boogie. Man, I hated that lane. Yeah. But yeah, the Wii U really deserved so much better at the end of its life cycle because they made some really good games for that one. And the Wii games played so flawlessly on it. I don't think I've ever seen any game play worse on the Wii U than it did on the Wii. They all ran perfectly and even better because it had a little more power. Penguin wiggle, penguin wiggle, penguin wiggle. Yeah! I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like an emote that just didn't load properly. No! So close. Oh, so close. Excuse me. I did not let go. Ah, ah. 3, please. Oh, no. So close. 4. Wiggle. Yeah. Do the penguin wiggle. Also, I kind of want to make like a penguin suit. You know, like a one piece that is like penguin because they're adorable. Ah. There's so many outfits I want to make. I also want to make more cosplay. Like, specifically, a lot more. A lot more of ReZero and stuff like that. Oh. That works, I guess. Please. Yeah! Eagle! Nya! Blood drop! Nyahara! How you doing? I hope you're having an awesome day today. Have you seen Mana?
The fact is that I stopped playing Nintendo games and buying Nintendo consoles since I had my Wii U. My little brother had a Switch but he sold it after a couple of months. The games were too expensive. I too wanted to buy Animal Crossing New Horizon.
New Horizons to try it, but like hell I'm gonna spend 50 euros on that. It's very cute, but it's not even so recent anymore. It can't cost that much, such a joke. Yeah, they really should actually lower the prices of older games. I don't understand why they can't do that. It's utterly ridiculous. I'm just gonna go aim it for right there. Oh, so close! If I go really hard, maybe I could... No. Apparently not. Okay, I'm gonna aim a little better. Yeah! Okay, that means I can get it on a... Is it eagle? No, it's par. It's gonna be par. right?
Same thing for
No,
Mario Kart
Birdie?
World. It's just a Cocomelon
God!
version of Forza Horizon and I'm not gonna spend 80 euros for that. This hole is
Mm.
easy to get hole-in-one on with jumps.
Yeah. Except I forgot to turn on the jumps, but I'm gonna do it before the next one. But yeah, how are you doing? I'm doing amazing. I complained a lot today about like the... Damn it! I complained a lot about the Pokemon game that just released today. You know, Pokemon Legends Z-A. Because overall... Like, I want to play the game, but at the same time, they have gotten so bad and I've seen people who are really huge fans of Pokemon actually complain that it's really bad. And I saw some really bad footage, so I was like, I don't know anymore. Pet the mods, yes, pet the mods, yes.
Funfacy, Sarby is playing Z-A right now. Jinx lol.
Oh, I was so jealous, but also at the same time not, because I am unsure if it's gonna be that enjoyable. But I hope it is for the people who got it, because I want people to be happy. But I also want Nintendo and Pokemon to do better overall. Ah! So close. Come on. Game, please. There! Yes! Oh, so close! So close! Please! Oh, so close! Is this Birdie? No, that's Par. Why can I never get these names right? You're gonna play Misao? Oh my god, it's so... When? Are you gonna play it soon? In that case, I can raid mana. Like, not yet, because I want to play a few rounds of this.
Rather Greetendo.
Yes, that is accurate. Greed Tendo. Yes. It's right over there. I'm gonna just jump, jump. No! Dang it. I think I need quite a lot here. Maybe? Yeah! Birdie! Yes, we're gonna play soon. Heck yeah, then I will be raiding. Thank you so much for telling me. And I hope you're gonna have a great time. I've seen that game so long ago. I barely remember what it was about, but it's one of those what's it called? Like RPG Maker games. Or it started off as that at least. And I remember it was super good. Maybe I should rewatch the entire play for you guys.
All the people arguing for the new game's drama, no Nyayako Angie. Me with my car harems in Gran Turismo and Motorfist not giving a shit, just so 131
Yeah.
blink. Damn sand pits, right maestro?
Now comes a worse one. Because we can't jump. Oh wait, we can? Oh, you need the jump for this one pretty much. Please, no, no, no! I screwed up. I had the perfect freaking opportunity. And I screwed up.
I'll have to say though, I really found the Concord and Assassin's Creed Scato's drama very funny.
Okay, I got it. Concord and Assassin's Creed Shadows drama very funny. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the people who are saying like everyone who complains about those are racist, they're just complaining because they're racist, are missing the entire point. Because literally, Assassin's Creed Shadows is racist towards Japanese people as a whole. And they don't see the problem with that because they're like, oh, they are racist, so we can be racist towards them. That's okay. It's not racism to be racist against racist people. Except it still is. And it's like, but gosh, we wanted a Japanese Assassin's Creed Shadows game. And it's like, they basically removed all the stuff that people want from a Japanese Assassin's Shadows game. Like, or Assassin's Creed Shadows game. Like, I'm so bad at it. And I was like, that could have been the first ever Assassin's Creed that I got into.
Coming in clutch.
Heck yeah. I want a katana. Same. I wanted, because I don't know if you guys have seen when they first announced Assassin's Creed Shadows. They had this entire event, like they had like this guy who came in to play a traditional Japanese instrument, and he got flack for being a white guy, but he's a
Conquered be like, our game is ass. It runs like shit and it wasn't even free to play like much better games. But look, we have pronouns just so 131 blank.
Yeah. Wait, where is the freaking thing? Like, that is exactly how that all felt like. It was stupid. Oh, it's down there. Right. Hold on. Wrong button. And it's like, when they first showed it, everyone was like, that's so racist that it's not the Japanese guy doing it. And now it's like, but if you put a random black guy who is not even part of Japanese history in that manner, and they did say that it was based on real Japanese history, and then people say, no, it's not. That's not how it went. And then he like went back and were like, no, we never said that. This is a reimagined history. And like they came up with excuse after excuse, and it was so stupid. And like, I'm just never gonna play it. That's what I decided. Because at this point, what's the point? Oh! Double boogie! And Concord was just stupid. Like, they went way too hard into this one type of game that you can't have too many games competing against each other because they will cannibalize each other. Because any game, like a massively multiplayer online or an MMO, or a game
Since
that...
I'm racist, why is Franklin my favorite GTA 5 character? Do I identify as a black guy? No, I just fucking love cars like him.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a lot of people contribute non-racist things to being racist because for some reason real racism is not racism. It has to be minorities who's in trouble for XYZ reason. It's kind of, I don't get it. Mistimed again. And it's just, at this point they don't actually care at all. Fuck, too much power. They don't care they don't actually care at all about minorities. It's not about, oh, making it more fair between genders. That's just a fucking lie. Let's all be honest about that. It makes them look good if they pretend that that's what they're doing. Because if they were to say like, yeah, we just want to raise the prices for no reason and hire people for less money, it sounds bad. But if they have like reasons to fire people for not being...
I need to go to
like,
work now.
any reason.
Have a lovely night and stream
Yeah.
on.
I will! And you take care, Nivelina. Yeah. But yeah, so if like, it's just a lot of like internet racism claims is just, it's just stupid. Will do. Yeah. I want to see more games like Silk Song. Like, personally, I don't even enjoy personally playing. Like, I tried a little bit a long time ago of like, what's it called? The first game. What's the first game called now again? Come on! Too much power again. I downloaded Delta Force. It's like Battlefield, but free to play. Nice. I hope you... I keep making the same mistake, but I didn't even let go. Please, game. I could have gone this way. I'm doing so badly. I'm gonna end up in last place. Right now.
I still remember from Zenless Zone Zero drama when some fans were seething because Astra Yao was not a lesbian. And I was like, if you want a lesbian harem just choose the fucking female protagonist. I also heard that because of that some PO. No you're not.
Yeah. No, I felt fucked. I fucked up. Yeah, that is so stupid. Or like, do you guys remember Genshin Impact? Natlan and people complaining the characters weren't black enough, and it's like, holy crap, are you so freaking like concerned with skin color that you cannot enjoy the game unless they are the perfect like representation of black people, as if black people is a single fucking culture and not a mix of a bunch of different cultures. It's like, if I were to say something like, oh, Swedish is like, that's just white people culture. No, we are white people, yeah. But that's not white people culture. That's just a fucking skin color that happens when you live in a country that doesn't get a lot of sunlight. That's it! It's so fucking stupid. Wokeness is killing games. Yeah, like, it's okay to be fighting for, like, we want more representation and, like, we shouldn't be killing the games that aim to give representation. Of course not. That is okay to fight for, like, you should let them have their games.
They complain that the actors of the live-action Lilo and Stitch weren't black enough, bitch they're literally native Hawaiians.
Yeah! It's like, they don't understand that skin color is not representation for native, like, any nativity. Like, Hawaiians are Hawaiian, they're not black. It's so stupid. I ran out of shots. I hate this map. But yeah, it's utterly ridiculous. It's like, we should let people not be shamed for making games that are for, like, generally people, let's say black people who make games for other black people, because it's like, this is a story that I feel like a lot of people could vibe with. Like, they could recognize themselves in this type of story. Yeah, that is good. But you shouldn't shame people for creating games for white people. That's not the answer. We can have both coexist.
The museum map is stupid, especially last hole.
Yeah. Continue. Why is it not continuing? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna change now so we can... Dino egg nest cream. What do you mean cream? That's not... Okay, anyway. Mode. Custom. There's supposed to be where we can jump. Allow jumping. Yes.
You know what? I don't want to sound mean, but if only a skin color is sufficient to make you feel represented, you're very superficial. I'll do an example in the next message.
I agree. Holy fudge, the last one had me annoyed at the last part. Understandable. Anyway, anyone else want to jump in? I'm gonna give you guys a minute. If you want to jump in for a quick round, or... Yeah. Indeed, and many Africans take offense in that mentality. I have one friend, a Somali, whom used the N-word several times when I asked him about BLM, and not in a positive way. Yeah, I never understood. Like, this is like a huge thing too. Like, and I'm not a black person, so I can't speak for black people. But if you perpetually use a word and make it a bad thing for anyone outside of your group to use this word, you are a fucking hypocrite. Because you can't be like, it's so racist and it's absolutely the worst thing ever. You can't go beating people up if you yourself use a word and it's okay when you use it. It's like, if you call yourself jokingly between friends, like, hey cunt, hey bitch, yeah, friends can call each other that in a joking manner. But if someone else does the same with the same intention, and maybe it's like it doesn't hit well because they're not close enough to be calling each other that, usually we would just be like, yeah, we're not at that level. We're not that close. And they would just back off and be like, my bad. But you can't go beating people up over using the same words that you use on yourself. And it's very common use. Like, I listen to a few rap songs and I can't listen to them anymore because they just drop the bomb over and over and over and over. And like, there's a bunch of them that don't do that. But it's also, I didn't enjoy rap enough to even bother looking for that. If I liked the style of music more, I might have done. I might have looked more. But like, this is so common for people to use the word and then be angry. Like, oh, I cannot sing this song if I do it in public. Because I will get beat the fuck up if I say half the words. It's stupid! Superficial. A majority of the most racist efforts.
Anyone who saw and liked the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has his favorite character in which they can feel represented by, and it's not because they identify as a giant mutant turtle, it's because each one of them has a different personality.
Exactly. Also, fun thing, a lot of people in America for some reason be like, oh, anime characters are white. Like, no, they're not. Most of them are Japanese. They are drawing Japanese people. But unless it's the most racist depiction of a Japanese, they're like, no, it's a white character. It's like, excuse me? I'm gonna assume there is no one else trying to hop in. If you are trying to hop in, just write in chat. I'll give you 10 seconds. Oh, thank you for the hydrate! Arigato! The majority of most racist efforts are the ones who yell racist to everything all the damn time. Yeah. It's like, I am a minority, so I should get to treat other minorities really badly. And like, if I say something to the majority, yeah, that's not racist because I'm a minority.
With Cleopatra with that show, who should have been portrayed by a white woman because she's of Greek descent. Yeah, now a show is in the works where a Swedish king is played by a darker-skinned dude.
Oh my fucking god, can we just fucking stop that? I was annoyed with how they pushed DEI into, like, you know, How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action movie. Like, yeah! They didn't need to be perfectly Nordic-looking. Of course, it's being filmed, like, in a country that doesn't have it. I would rather have them all be Irish. Because, oh my god, it would have sounded way better. And we could have had more Irish actors get to show off their acting skills. But no! Irish actors aren't considered minorities in America. Like, holy shit. It's like, they're too white to be minorities. Despite being in a country that basically have enslaved them and forced them to stop using their own language. Like, treated them basically the same like black people in America. It's like, but no, they can be minorities because we only see color of the skin. Like, can we stop taking historical, just any historical, like, it doesn't even have to be a documentary. I feel like pushing the whole, like, we have to fill out and make everything be more inclusive. It's supposed to take place in a time and a place that is about, like let's say it's a time, place, and like stuff, like it's all black people, and they pushed in a bunch of white people. People would be pissed. But if you do the other way around, that's okay. And we are racist when we call out the hypocrisy and how fucking stupid that sounds, because you're not actually giving a better, like, show or anything. Like, you're not doing anything better for black people, because of course we need to use them all under the same umbrella. You're not actually bringing any of their culture into view and teaching the world that this is a culture. It's just about discriminating against the majority, which my majority. Hold on, why is the tracking not working? The majority. Hello, there we go. In the majority in the world, which I think a lot of people don't realize. Whites are not the majority in the world. In America, yes. In Europe, yes. That's where we kinda live. But in the world...
Granted, Alexander Abdallah isn't crazy dark-skinned, he's of Lebanese descent, but he's not white enough to play a Swedish king.
Yeah. And then it's like, do you know what the majority in the world is? Are they white, black, or Asian? Because that's kind of the three main groups. It is not white. Yeah, long as 10 seconds. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna start. It's also an issue that many of these Morris think that because they are minority, they can't
I've
be
heard
racist.
that we Italians are technically not even considered white in the USA. Jinx lol.
Yeah. And it's so stupid. Oh, fuck, I was just... Wait, why the... I turned on jump! Why? Okay, sorry, hold on. Can I cancel this? I'm gonna retire this. Because the jump is not working. Oh, fuck, it completely starts over? Why is there no way? Sorry about that. I'm recreating it the exact way as before. I miss the good times, no woke bullshit. Exactly, like, woke started as more of a, yeah, let's bring attention to this. And now it's turned into a movement that is just about being racist the other way. It's about getting back at and not about making it better for everyone. And I don't like that. And I have... Okay, we're gonna go back to playing the same one as before, but I'm just gonna make it so the freaking jump works. Why did it not turn on jumping? Do I have to do this? Confirm. Allow jumping. Enabled. Apply. Okay, all the ones that were in before are now in, so I'm just gonna start. Bah.
Also, talking about DEI earlier, I have a little story about Need for Speed, the last one.
Yeah. Wait, how did you jump? Left mouse button. I used to have it on space. Oh, I hate when the games randomly decide, yeah, we're gonna switch. Hey, I landed up on there. And of course, I usually get holes in one with the jumping here. I am screwing up so badly. Oh, come on, game. Might be because Powers and Jump uses the same button. Oh. Okay, you know what? Screw this. Why? This is going so fucking badly. Gosh. Oh, come on. But yeah, DEI within gaming is just a bunch of people abusing the system that was meant to... Why the fuck am I starting at 1? What the fuck? But yeah, it's about a bunch of people just abusing the system that was supposed to help minorities and like women and like a bunch of stuff like that so they could have a more fair working chance. Like, yeah, they weren't supposed to be discriminated against, but now they are using it in gaming as a way of like getting their will no matter what, because otherwise you're racist. I hate that. Because it just makes them appear to be complete and utter narcissists. Just like, how many good games have they released? They have ruined multiple series. And they have made objectively worse games. And not because of, oh, it's just that they're like more friendly for people who are, you know, want DEI. It's like, that's not the reason they're bad entirely. There are good games about like trans people and gay romance and all of that. There are many good games about that. And that's technically DEI. The problem is that the ones that conveniently uses the whole DEI as like, we are very, very DEI friendly, or like we are using DEI in our design decisions. They do it at the cost, if they are vocal about it, they tend to do it at the cost of actually good gameplay. It's not about making a fun game, it's about making a political statement. And I think that's the problem, because like, you can make a political statement, but you can do it in a way that respects more people. Because a lot of games have political statements. It's just that they don't really do the whole real life political groups. Like, they don't be like, all left are correct, or all right are correct. It's about, it tend to be like political statements where it's like, sometimes we are blinded by greed and power, and we shouldn't let people like that have power. Which is a universal truth. But yeah, politics are stupid, DI is stupid. There are better ways to spend our time. Please. Yes! Oh, yes! Hole in one. You can do it, maestro! I did so badly the first one, but hey, I'm catching up! A little bit, a tiny bit. Oh, I don't know if I should aim for that one. Nope, I am not fast enough. Okay. No! So close. Come on. Oh, come on. So close. Ah! No, 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 no. Oh, no!
In the previous charters there was a very cool body kit for the Nissan Skyline GT-RR 34 that made it look like the Fast and Furious one. In the last chapter, many modifications, including that body kit, were removed. Now, I was doing some designs for my... I've seen so many builds and online liveries, and I can assure you, nobody uses those flags. Can you guess why? Because it's a racing game. What matters is what's under your hood, not under your pants or who do you have snoo with.
Yeah, hold on. Because it cannot read when it's too long. I'm just gonna do this one, then I'm gonna read the parts that the thing missed. I could have used more power there. Jeez. Hold on. No, 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 no! Oh, too much power. Dang it. No, too much! Fudge! And now it's too little. God fucking damn it, this game. I did not let go yet! I'm being salty right now. We're gonna start now, so by still having your stream open in the back. Thank you! I'll see you when I raid you. Take care and have lots of fun, blood. Nyah! Okay, now I was doing some designs for my cars and noticed that the flag section, there's stickers, storage, there were a lot of LGBT flags. And it bothered me, not because I'm a bigot, but because it made me understand how stupid the priorities are. Yeah. It's like, what about a racing game needs that? But also, like, I don't get the whole flags and stickers and stuff overall. Unless it's like a team flag and you're racing in teams. But yeah, it does come off as very silly. But hey, if there's like a person, it doesn't really detract from anything, so I don't hate it. I find it kind of silly. Like, it's not really gonna enhance the game, but like, for the few people that like it, it didn't remove anything from the rest. I think we're gonna go this way.
I race in the LRT, lesbian raging team.
You know what? Accurate! They would be a raging team. I could make this jump. Yeah!
Racing team,
Please?
sorry.
Yeah. Hey! The fact that I still found it to be the perfect name kinda says a lot, doesn't it? But yeah, not all lesbians are raging and being mad and, you know, stuff like that. Just a lot of them are very loudly that online, where people can see. So it kind of creates these weird connotations for even for those who aren't like that, which is unfortunate. But if we stopped giving them the attention and tried to be like, oh, we're so sorry, every single time there's something they don't like, it's like we shouldn't have to cater to them specifically at the cost of alienating the original group. I almost got a hole in one! Guys. Atari! Nyaharo! How are you doing? Are you having a fun day today? Now, by the way, now don't forget to send the image about choice for Comic Con. I know, like I said, the image is almost done. It's just gonna take a little a little while longer. But it is in the works. Is that an explosion? Emote? Nya! I'm happy. Nyasum! Did something extra good happen? What have you been up to? Have you been playing a game? Have you been playing Digimon?
Sorry for the rant though.
Nah, I feel like we all need to rant a bit sometimes. And we did rant a lot about like Pokemon and stuff. I feel like this whole thing kind of ties into the whole ranting about gaming that we have going for this stream. Because me secret mode is on. Ooh! And Digimon I did buy recently. Nice. Yeah. I really want to buy the latest game. Ganbatte! Nya! Also, Atari, how many Digimon games have you played? And which ones? No, too much power. There we go. I may debut my model sometime between 24th and 31st. I have played none. Oh, so you just bought the first ever Digimon game you're going to play? Is it the latest story one that you bought? Or is it a different one? Yeah. Nice. Ba-da-ba-ba. I think after this one, we're going to end. Like, after the whole 18 holes. I think it's 18 holes, right? Because I'm going to be raiding Manya. Yeah. Atari, I don't remember if you were there because I found my twin. I found my VTuber twin. I'm so hype. Question is which one I want to go for. I want to go for that, I think. Oh, so close. Just a little more power. Yeah. Gonna need a little power. There we go. You did? Yes! I think it's the new one. Well, what was the name of the game? Is it Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth? Digimon Story Hacker's Memory? Or Digimon Story something else? Let's go! Yes! Ah! Hmm. I'm gonna see if I can remember the shortcut I did on. Actually, no. Let's just go here. Oh! Hole in one! Hey! Are you guys impressed, chat? Yeah. 3 more holes, and then we're gonna raid. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Oh, fuck. Not how I wanted to do it. Oh, come on.
Now the whole sniper.
Yeah! Except right now.
She's gonna get in your hole in no time.
Yeah. Double boogie. But yeah, let's finish this up quickly because my stomach is also hurting. I have a new one in my cart. Heck yeah! What are you buying it for? Because it's on PlayStation, I think Xbox, but I'm not sure, and then Steam. I know you're supposed to be able to jump over there somehow. I'm gonna give it one try. Ah. Yeah, I was way off. PC. Story Time Stranger on PC. Heck yeah. Oh, come on. So close. Boogie! Nyah! I really hope you're gonna enjoy that game. I have to wait until it goes on sale or something because I don't really have the money for it. I think I'm going to buy it on like PlayStation though. When I get the money sometime. It's gonna be my new Pokemon fix. Yeah! Pretty much you also like that now? Because I was like, I'm not sure about Legends Z-A. I still have to finish Pokemon Legends. You know, Arceus. But like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be playing any more Pokemon games because just looking at the demo when I tried, I think I streamed when I tried the demo for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And that one was awful. Like, truly awful. Okay, let's see, where is it? You know what? I'm just going to use too much. Please. Oh, it's this one. Oh, well. Full power! Ouch. Okay, let's try that again. And... Aha! Please, please, please. No, 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 no. Stop, 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 stop! No! High five now. High five! My hand broke. You know what? I'm gonna get a little closer. Now, let's try our best. Ah! I'm bad at this. Also, hello, Nova! How are you doing? I hope you're having an awesome day. Are you also gonna get into Digimon now? Oh! Yeah! Aren't you the ball breaker? I'm the ball destroyer. Dang. Last place for me. Can someone click continue? Woo, turn around. Heck yeah, Shadow. You did amazing. But yeah, welcome in, Nova. Right as I'm about to end stream to raid Mana, my twin. We're gonna raid my twin. And you will see what I mean by twin very, very soon. I went from last on the first map to first on this one. Yeah! I got the wizard's hat. We're gonna do like this. I'm fine, no Digimon for me. Fair enough. You have your own games to enjoy, and that is okay. Anyway, I am really tired and my stomach is starting to hurt, so I am going to raid Mana Moon, my little twinsy, and I hope you guys take good care of Mana for me. I'll just check in VC real quick after. In VC. Chatto. Okay, after stream, after. Nya, nya, nya. Absolutely. I see where you are. I will hop in a second.
Thank you for the company. Hope your stomach will feel better.
It will, it will. I probably just have to go to the toilet and then it's gonna be like all smooth again. But yeah, let's go and raid. Does this one want to work today? Yes. Okay, there we go.
Nyan Nyanaya.
Okay, as usual, the raid message is
Thank you for
Nyan
the
Raid.
games.
Thank you for joining me, both in chat and here in the game. And I hope you will have super duper fun. And I look forward to when they release the second game because, oh, that looks so fun. Thanks for the stream. Take care. Thank you. And you take care. Nya. I think all the damn pink shit and all that just threw off. It's just her to
Now
look
stay
at.
cute.
Nya. Will do. Remember, guys, to eat well, sleep well, game on, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye! Nya!
Thanks for watching. Take care of Nyan Tilda.